As we continue our journey through the incredible land of Hampi, we are picking up right where we left off in the last episode, at the Yantrodharaka Hanuman Temple. But today is going to be extra special. We have a hill to climb. And I've been looking forward to this for the last 3 days. Today we'll reach the top of the Matanga Hill and witness a breathtaking view of all of Hampi. But this isn't just a hill, it's a place with a deep connection to history. Long ago, during the Ramayana times, Matanga Rishi meditated here. At the top, there is an amazing temple dedicated to God Veerabhadra and goddess Mahakali. I can't wait to show you this temple. But before we start our climb, we'll explore some fascinating spots at the base of the hill, including an ancient temple. So let's begin this adventure together. Welcome to part 3 of our Hampi travel series. The path we are about to walk on wasn't always a simple walkway. Long ago, it was a bustling market known as Yantrodharaka Market, also called the Devadasi Market. The name has an interesting history. Back then, 3 groups of women worked for the palace. The first group was the Devadasis, who served in the temples. The second group, Nartakis, were dancers in the palaces and temples. The third group, Sakhis, worked in Queen's palace. Devadasis used to sell jewelry, ornaments and precious stones here. It was a huge marketplace, especially for women's items. The market wasn't just for buying and selling, it was a lively spot filled with music, dance and art. According to old inscriptions, the market was held every Tuesday. As I walk through this historic space, I can't help but admire how well organized everything was back then. The planning, the layout, they really knew what they were doing. It's a bit sad that our modern markets don't feel as thoughtfully designed. At the entrance of this market, there's an old abandoned temple dedicated to Mahavishnu. It's always a bit heartbreaking to see temples like this, without rituals, without people and without the vigrahas. To the left of the market, there is a beautiful water tank once used for temple rituals. This is Pushkarani water tank. This was the sacred tank of the Yantrodharaka Temple. During festivals, the temple's main vigraha would be placed in the central mandapa of this Pushkarani or water tank, and people would perform parikrama with musical instruments. This area was in ruins but was restored by the government of India in 2004. Now, we are heading one of the most famous temples in Hampi, Yantrodharaka Temple. What's unique about this temple is that it faces north, unlike most temples here. It took around 15 years and 2,000 people to build this temple during the reign of King Yantrodharaka. Sadly, it was destroyed by the Deccan Sultanates. The main deity of this temple is God Vishnu, worshipped here in the form of Thiruvankalanada. There are also temples dedicated to goddess Lakshmi and goddess Bhudevi inside this temple complex. The temple is known for its grand gopurams, mandabas and the sanctum sanctorium. As you enter, you'll see 2 beautiful gopurams, though both are partially collapsed. The walls are decorated with carvings from the Ramayana and Mahabharata, showing various avatars of God Vishnu like Sri Krishna, Sri Rama, and Narasimhamurti. One carving shows Bhagwan Rama giving instruction to Hanumanji to search for goddess Sita. Below that, we can see the carvings of Sri Rama and Lakshmana, and further down there is God Rama with goddess Sita. Another carving shows Bhagwan Rama chasing a golden deer, and below that you will find God Hanuman visiting goddess Sita in Ashoka Vatika. The temple also features carvings of celestial beings, animals, and beautiful floral designs. When you walk through the main entrance, you will be welcomed by two elegantly carved lady gods known as Lada Sundaris. The craftsmanship of this temple is simply amazing. Inside the temple's courtyard, you will find pillared mandapas where devotees once rested. In front of the main temple, there is a small temple dedicated to Garuda Bhagwan, the Vahana of Mahavishnu. But unfortunately, the Vigraha of Garuda Bhagwan is ruined. As you approach the Garbhagriha or Sanctum Sanctorium, you will find two magnificent Vigrahas of Mahavishnu's gatekeepers, Jaya and Vijaya. Sadly, the Garbhagriha itself is mostly destroyed, and there is no Vigraha of Mahavishnu inside anymore. This temple was in much worse condition before the Archaeological Survey of India restored it. You will also find carvings of Bhagwan Krishna, Hanumanji, Kubera, Sugriva, and even merchants from places like Egypt, China, and Arabia. From these historical evidences, accounts of ancient travelers, and inscriptions, we can clearly understand how vast Hampi was and its connection to international merchants. The temple complex also includes a Yagashala or sacrificial hall and a Sabha Mandapa or assembly hall with 100 intricately carved pillars. Some carvings even show people doing yoga and even carrying vanity bags, which shows that people back then had a sense of fashion. Next to the assembly hall, we can see a marriage hall where weddings were once celebrated, though it's now mostly in ruins. Despite its grandeur, Yantrodharaka Temple is often missed by tourists because it's tucked away from the more popular sites like Veerabhadra Temple. But it is one of the largest temple complexes in Hampi and is now part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Behind this temple, there is a smaller hidden temple where locals still perform rituals. This is Hathukai Amma Temple, dedicated to Mahakali. The name Hathukai means 10 arms. The goddess is carved directly into a large rock wall, standing 6 feet tall. Local community worships her with great devotion, especially on full moon and new moon days. And now, we are ready to climb Matanga Hill. This hill has a special connection to Ramayana. It is said that Matanga Rishi meditated here, and this is also where Vali threw Sugriva into the caves of Kishkinda. Sugriva found refuge here with Hanuman and Jambavan. The climb is a bit challenging, but don't worry, it's doable for most people. There are steps along the way, and the scenery is beautiful with dense trees, giant boulders, and peaceful surroundings.
See, look at this huge boulder, how it balanced. Oh guys, I'm gonna show you a view from here. This is really amazing.
From the top, you will get a stunning view of Yantrodharaka Temple and the entire Hampi landscape.
Oh, amazing.
It is especially magical at sunrise or sunset.
Other side of the river, this is the Anjanadri Hill where Hanumanji was born. So we have to go there as well.
Along the way, I discovered a hidden cave where it's believed that sages once meditated. The air inside was so cool and refreshing, and the place has a spiritual energy. At the top, there is an ancient temple dedicated to god Veerabhadra, a fierce form of god Shiva, and goddess Mahakali, a fierce form of goddess Adiparashakti. The view from here is absolutely breathtaking and makes the climb totally worth it. And here is a tip, there is a rooftop above this temple. The temple priest told about it. And the view from here is even more incredible. While coming down from the hill, let me tell you about my first day in Hampi. I arrived in a rickshaw from Hospete and asked a shopkeeper how many days it would take to explore Hampi. He laughed and said, "Days? It will take months to see all of Vijayanagara. But most people come for just 2-3 days and leave. They miss so much." After hearing that, I made up my mind. I wanted to visit every temple and monument in the Vijayanagara Empire. It wouldn't be easy, but I promised myself I would try my best and leave the rest to God Virupakseshwara and Goddess Pampadevi. That's how my journey through Hampi began. And guess what? The journey isn't over yet. There are still so many temples and monuments to explore. So see you in the next episode. Jai Virupaksheshwara and Pampadevi.